In this lecture, I am going to create get API endpoint in Laravel to get list of blocks with search, filter, sorting, and pagination functionalities. In the previous lecture, I created API endpoint for block creation. Now let's open our api.php file to add a new route for block list. Route method will be get and URL will be blocks, and it will execute block controllers list method. Let's remove this middleware from this route because this route can be accessible by anyone. Now let's open our block controller and let's add a method called list inside our block controller. Let's get request object here. Now I will store block query to a variable called block underscore query. And the first query I am going to make, I will load user and category data for each block. I created user and category relationship inside our block model in the last video. If I open our block model, you see we have user and category relationship inside our block model. Now I will store all of our blocks to a variable called blocks, and we can get all of our data with the help of get method of our Eloquent model. And then I will return a JSON response with message block successfully fetched, and I will pass all of our blocks to this data key. Now let's test this endpoint from Postman. Open a new tab and then provide the API endpoint, and let's execute this endpoint. You see we are getting list of blocks on this API. Okay. Now I am going to add search functionalities. So I will check if search keyword is present in query parameter. Then I will return those blocks whose title containing this search keyword. So let's write blocks query where title like request keyword. Now let's test search functionalities. So in the query parameter, let's pass keyword and let's pass a text called bright here, because bright is present in the title of this blog only. So this API should return this blog only now. Okay, let's execute this endpoint. You see now we are getting only this blog, right? So our search functionality is also working. Now I am going to add category as filtration for blogs. So I'll check if category slug is present in the query parameter. We are going to search, we are going to filter the block with category slug, but we don't have slug field, category slug field inside our blocks table. You see we have category ID, we don't have any category slug inside our blocks table. Then how we can query our categories table? So we can query our categories table with the help of category relationship. So let's write block query where has category, and then I need to pass a callback function here, and I am going to use request object inside this callback. That's why I am using $request here. Let's get query builder here, and then inside this callback I can query to our categories table. So query where slug is equal to request category. Now from the postman, let's pass category in the query parameter, and let's provide category as science. This is the slug name of our category. We have science and sports in our categories table, and there are some blocks with this science category inside our blocks table. So let's execute this endpoint. You see now it's returning the blocks of category science. Now let's change it to sports. This should return as the blocks with category sports. Yes, now it's returning the blocks with category sports. So our category wise filter is also working. Now I want to add user ID wise filtration. Suppose we want to get all the blocks for a particular user, then how we can achieve this? Simply we will pass user ID in the query parameter, then I will add filtration here. So I'll write block query where user ID, because we have user ID in our blocks table, so we can query it directly to our blocks table. So I'll write block query where user ID is equal to request user ID. Okay, so I'll provide user ID here. You can pass all the query parameter together. Okay, suppose you want to pass category and user ID all together, you can pass like this way. I will pass user ID 1 here with category sports. Now it will return all the blocks with category sports, and the user ID will be 1 for each block. You see. Now let's change it to 2 so that our user ID filtration is also working. You see, we don't have any blocks for user ID 2. That's why it's returning blank array in the data key. So our user ID wise filtration is also working. Now I'm going to add short functionalities. So I'll check if sort by is present inside our query parameter. So let's check request sort by. That means sort by field is present inside our query parameter, and this sort by field is in array of id or created at. Right now we are adding short functionalities with id and created field. Later on we will add short functionalities with comment counts and like counts field. Right now we don't have comments and likes functionalities. I will add this later. So I am checking if sort by is present inside request query parameter, and it is either id or created at. Then I will store sort by value to a variable called sort by, and this will be request sort by. And if no sort by field is present inside query parameter, then I will store default sort by field, and the default sort by field will be id. Similarly, we need sort order, right, along with sort by field. So I'll check if sort order or sort direction is present inside our query parameter, and this should be either ascending or descending. And then I'll store this sort order variable, sort order value to a variable called sort order. This should be request sort order, and the default sort order should be ascending or descending. For me, I'll add default sort order to descending. Now I will provide this sort by field and sort order value to order by method. This will sort the data. So the first parameter should be sort by field, and the second parameter we need to pass is sort order. Now let's execute this endpoint. Let's remove this. Default sort by is id. Default sort by field is id, and default order is descending. That's why we are getting the last record in the first position. Now if we want to get the first block in the first position, then we can provide sort by field to id and sort order to ascending, right? This will return as the first block in the first position. You see, right now we have first block in the first position. Change it to descending, we are getting last block in the first position. So our sort by sort by functionality is also working. Okay, now I am going to add pagination functionality. So I will check a user is asking for pagination or not. So if a user is asking for pagination, he need to pass paginate in the query parameter. That means user is asking for pagination, and if he is not asking for pagination, then I will return all the blocks. So we are making our API endpoint flexible so that we can use for lots of functionalities. So if a user is asking for pagination, then I will call paginate method instead of get method, and we need to pass per page value here. How many records we want per page? So I'll do a coding here. I will check if per page is present inside our query parameter or not. If per page is present inside query parameter, then I will store this per page value to a variable called per page. And if per page is not present, that means user is not asking, user is not providing per page value, then I'll store the default per page to 5 or 10 or 7, anyone, anything you want, you can provide this here. Now I will provide this per page value to this paginate method. Okay. Now let's execute this endpoint. Let's remove this, or we can pass per page or paginate method in the query parameter. You see I am passing paginate 1, that means I am asking for pagination, right? So let's execute this endpoint. You see now we are getting some other keys along with our data key. Now our block is in the data key, and then inside a data key under data object, right? And we are getting all the other information for pagination like current page, and then there will be some other key also, per page, previous URL, total, right? So our pagination is also working. Now we can also provide per page value here also. Suppose we want per page 10 data, then we can provide per page here. It will return us 10 blocks per page. Okay, so our pagination functionality is also working. So in the next lecture I am going to create API endpoint for block details. So stay connected.